surfing, and we love you so much.
Alright, you guys, this recipe is inspired by Budget Bites. I'm going to link the recipe in the description. It just sounded so good and so refreshing. And I showed Colton and he was like, yes, I want to try this. So we're going to try this by Budget Bites. So the first thing you need is two or three. It calls for 2. We're making 3 because Colton likes noodles the best when I make these kind of dishes. So 3 blocks of ramen noodles. These 2 are kimchi noodles. This one is an Ichiban noodle. So just no seasoning packet, just take the noodles out. Next, you're gonna need about half a cup of chopped or grated carrots. You're just gonna need like a handful of chives, but of course, you know, you need more chives in your life. The next thing I'm gonna use, you probably saw this in a different recipe, but I'm gonna use some jalapenos and bell peppers from my garden. My jalapenos aren't that spicy this year. Now we're gonna need half of a white onion is what I'm using. I think they call for whole. And then they call for green peppers, but I'm using red peppers for coloring. This is just a red pepper. And then a half a head of cabbage. This is actually like 3/4 of a head of cabbage, but I like extra cabbage, so I'm kind of making that my own. Sriracha to taste. You don't have to have this. Vegetable oil or olive oil. Soy sauce, light or regular. Garlic. They don't call for this, but I'm using it. And then brown sugar. So I'm using their recipe, but I'm kind of making it my own. So let's see how it goes. Let's get cooking. First things first, you gotta cook the ramen. So take your little ramens. Y'all all know how to boil noodles, right? Take your ramens, put them in the bucket, Put them in your boiling water. Cook these until they're done and then strain them. I think we all know how to boil pasta, so I'm not gonna just bore you with that. So yes, put all your ramen in, cook it. Once it's done, take it out and set it to the side. All right, you guys, next thing's next. What do you think we're gonna do? We're gonna take our soy sauce, our brown sugar Splenda, and some sriracha sauce to make some sauce in this bowl. And this is really just up to you how much sauce you wanna use, but I would say you need about 1/4 of a cup of soy sauce, which is a lot. So let's not like bore you to death like this. Let's take the lid off. This is 1/4 of a cup. We'll just do right under because we do have some in there already. 1/4 of a cup. And then soy sauce to taste. Wasn't that beautiful? Okay, soy sauce to taste. I kind of pretty much know what me and Colton will eat. And then you're gonna use your sugar. A couple tablespoons. And then, of course, you want to mix it up. You can use honey instead of this brown sugar Splenda if you want it. The honey kind of cancels out a lot of that heat from the sriracha, so just taste test it. Ooh, that's really good. It's still a little bit too spicy for Colton to eat, so we'll do a little bit more sugar. Perfect. So there's our sauce. Just hold on to that for a minute. All right, we have about a tablespoon of oil in the pan, nice and hot, and we're gonna add in our onion, some garlic, however much you like. We like garlic in this family. You guys probably get tired of me saying that. Saute up your onions and garlic just for a couple seconds, like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, before you add in the rest of your veggies. Just get some, you know, flavor up in that oil. Okay? Add in your carrots, your bell pepper and your jalapeno. These bell peppers, these are red. About half of this because you want about half a head of cabbage, maybe a little bit more. We're just gonna use it as much as we feel is necessary. cabbage is gonna boil down a lot. Well, boil. It's gonna saute down a lot. So as I get a little bit more room in my pan, I'm gonna add the rest of that cabbage because it's super yummy. This is actually the biggest pan I have. So if you have a bigger pan, use a bigger pan. We'll just add some of these green onions in now, and then we're gonna use some later too. Look at that beautiful, beautiful color. This is why I love cooking fresh, because everything is just so beautiful. Add more in. Add in the rest of that. Now we just want to saute these for like four minutes. You want them to still be a little bit crunchy, but not too crunchy. Like al dente. You still want some crunch left for your noodles because your noodles are so soft. This is the time where you just look at these beautiful vegetables. Look at these colors. Filling our bodies with nutrients that we need. Yes. Alright, so everything is beautifully cooked. It's just under al dente, which is fine because I'm going to reheat this up during the week. It's Sunday. I'm meal prepping. So what we're going to do next is we're going to add in our mixture. And make sure you get all that bottom stuff, because if you're using the Splenda brown sugar like I do, you want to make sure you get it at the bottom. If you're diabetic, just know that the Splenda, it still metabolizes as sugar, so be very careful. Okay, so stir that into your pasta, or pasta. Stir that into your veggies. And then, look at that. This is so beautiful, you guys. I love cooking with fresh veggies. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your ramen and kind of break it apart here. Wow, look. Because it kind of turns into like a glob, if you guys know what I mean. Break it up a little bit. Let's put some in there. Stir it in. Kind of break it up. Sometimes pasta dishes like this are hard to kind of mingle the ingredients in, but if you work with it enough, see, it'll start loosening up. It's a good arm workout. Look at that. Yum. Let's add in the rest. Mix it all up. Hopefully my camera's still recording because it's being crazy lately. Look, you guys, I always make a mess. Whew, that's an arm workout. Look at how beautiful that is, though. Whew, gotta switch arms. Sweating over here. This is gonna last us several meals. It's a lot of pasta, which is good. That's why I meal prep. All right. So there is our noodle dish that looks absolutely beautiful. And the only thing we need to do to top it off, add the rest of our green onions. Check that beauty out. Look at that, you guys. That is just beautiful. So there is your healthy vegetarian or maybe vegan recipe. I really hope you guys like it. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you want more videos like this.